Okay, so one thing I really wanted to point out before you start watching this video is whenever you're going for the reset or the relaunches, when you do the jab into it, the down for one cancel is better because it allows you to be able to avoid spring kicks and stuff, and it's just as good for the size of 1+2. The down for 3, since it got nerfed, it doesn't recover fast enough for her to avoid spring kicks. I think it's better to just do this one when we're talking about evasion for like the low and mid wake up kicks or spring kicks. And tech rolling, it'll catch them just as fast, if not faster, than the down for 3. Down for 3 is only quick enough for the tech roll tech, but everything else it's not quick enough to avoid the wake up options like spring kicks or mid-low get up kicks. So just keep that in mind and don't train yourself to get used to down for 3 cancels because it's not good. Just stick to the down for 1 cancels. One other thing I wanted to make sure you notice too was when I'm talking about the guarantee CJM down 3 from this, I'm talking about it being guaranteed because it can't be tech rolled, so it's like it's a guaranteed down 3. But the other one is a CJM delay down 3, which goes into a refloat, right? That's the one that's not guaranteed. Take a tech roll out of it. But the other one, the guaranteed one, it pushes them away. So there's no like other follow-ups after for a full combo. But in the video I show you like how to set up for baiting with it. So just keep that in mind. Today in this video I just wanted to talk about my trap and the options that come out of it in different situations that you could apply this type of trap, and also I wanted to cover like my thought process going into these sort of things because I know some people might see the trap and be like, oh, this is online type shit or only retards would fall for it. What I'm going to go over is the thing that you guys see me do a lot, which is this, or I'll do I'll run up jab and then do this again, right? The reason why I do this is because these window frames that you have after this, going into this, into the cancel, this window allows for the cancel to beat out anything from tech rolls, right? Like if they tech roll into any kind of while standing option, or anything really, the sidestep 1+2 will beat that out and you'll get a free relaunch. It's the same thing from here. They tech roll, I beat out anything that they do on tech roll wake up. So that's like tech rolling into while standing 3 or while standing 1, doesn't matter. It'll beat it out. The thing with spring kicks though, which I'll cover that in a minute, is there's 2 characters in the game that have really fast spring kicks that will completely destroy you, like if you try to go for these options, which is King and Eddie. They both have those spring kicks that spin and put them in back turn, but those are the type of characters that you really want to bait those out without doing the tech or anything like that. You just want to bait out the spring kicks so you can catch them from the back and get like high damage, but I'll talk about that later. So sometimes people will be impatient and then, you know, like they'll tech roll like I said, or they'll spring kick. There's a lot of those in this game, and then I see that in high level play and mid level play, doesn't matter. Like I said, these are just how people play. Like I'm a tech roller myself. I don't like to spring kick or anything. I like to tech roll, and sometimes I'll lay on the floor, but that just depends on who I'm facing. But yeah, those are the types of responses that I usually go for, is the spring kickers or the tech rollers. And whenever you're fighting someone, I don't know if you've ever, I'm sure you've been in the situation where you're doing a combo, right? Say, we'll just pretend we have walls here, right? And I'm doing my combo, and we catch sidewall, so the opponent ends up getting saved by the sidewall, and I'm doing this or something slow, mid-swing. They tech roll and catch me from behind or the side. They tech roll into like a while standing move or whatever the case may be, and they end up winning the round because sidewall helped them. So this is a type of impulsive like reaction that I'm looking for when I when I do these type of things is I'm whiffing stuff on purpose so that people respond by either tech rolling or spring kicking. And once I've identified what type of player this is, whether they're a spring kicker or a tech roller, I will act accordingly to bait that out, right? So in this situation, right, we're gonna say this is the type of person who likes to tech roll. And I'm whiffing stuff again, like I said, to get that type of response out of them. And they get up and do something and I beat them out and launch them, right? So we're going to look at a spring kicker. And in that situation, you can catch them from the back. I didn't do it fast enough, but you get what I'm saying. So I'll show clips and stuff of that, of me baiting out this type of response from someone and catching them from behind. I've done it like several times. I just have one clip though. But I wanted to show that this is the possibility when you're fighting someone. When I usually make tech, I don't typically go for like covering every single option. I have a friend who does that, and I think that's great for them because they're the type of player who wants to have the advantage every time, and I think that's a really good mindset to have. But for me, I like to bait out certain responses from people, and it's typically like tech roll and spring kickers. Those are like my two things that I really look for. And like against king players and stuff, I always tell people if you want to catch their back or bait out a spring kick from them, you usually want to end the combo with QCF1 and then dash forward a little bit and then hold back, because that's another way to get people to react like in that way, to do something that they think is going to beat you out, is to end with QCF1 versus Eddie or Kings. End with QCF1 after tailspin, dash up, hold back, and then they usually will see you dash up and be like, oh, they're going to do something, and then they'll do a spring kick, right? And this is just, for me, I feel like this is just the way people are. People respond this way naturally, I guess. Like when you're playing this game, you want to be reactive, so there's ways to bait out reactions from people that you really want. And like I said before, people have their different go-tos. Like some people are tech rollers like me, or spring kickers. I personally don't like spring kicks because I feel like they're so bad, but there's people who like them and there's people who use them very well. But the majority of people usually just see this as a option select or something to like beat everything that's coming towards them, and that's not the case. As you see here, you can get baited so hard. So let's have a look at this, right? It works just the same for a spring kicker, and it works just the same for someone who's going for the tech rolls, right? But it's all about identifying the type of person that you're fighting. With all that in mind, I want to make sure that people realize that not every person you fight is going to be doing spring kicks or tech rolls and stuff. There's people out there who will literally just lay on the floor and sometimes that helps with like refloats and stuff like that. Like there's people out there who will get refloated all the time because they don't want to tech roll or whatever, but there's also people who like to get up and do this, or like the mid option from wake up, and those people can kind of be a problem in this situation, but it's really rare. Like I do a lot of testing on real fights and stuff, and it's so rare that I see someone do a wake up mid or low kick, because when you're in this situation, when I'm baiting it like that, most people will see like I'm whiffing my combo and they think I dropped it. So that's why they will get up and respond that way. Because that's, like I said before, this is a baiting impulsive response from people because they see you whiffing shit. So they'll go for one of two things, which is a spring kick or a tech roll into like a wake up option. And like I said, you can win every time if you can identify what kind of player you're against. So anyways, we're going to look at one of my my techs, my traps. We'll do spring kicks for right now, okay? So I know you guys see me do this all the time, and it's like oh, I forgot to take this off. So the reason why I don't have them tech rolling is because people are so used to Anna's combos by now. So they see this and blah blah blah, right? They'll see like this is the full combo. So most of the time people won't press anything, and this is like from testing it on tons of people. I've done it for so long. Like I wanted to make this video a long time ago, but I like to test for a while before I actually explain anything. So there's two ways of doing this. Okay, so you have the forward 3, right? The forward 3 delay down 3, which will refloat. Or you have the forward 3 back CJM down 3 like straight away. So you could do this like straight away to down 3. Doing that in the combo will guarantee the down 3 like this, look. But it'll push them away at that distance, correct? So if you were to do this route and you know that they're a spring kicker, you could do this and evade them, and you'll be like right on their back and you can catch them with this. That works. But I hardly ever do that, but I have done it before. I have caught someone. But there's this, which gives a refloat, and then you do this whiff, and then sidestep. If you know that they're a spring kicker. Again, you have to know what kind of player you're against. Or you're just going to be sidestepping, which isn't bad anyway, I mean, because you're safe. But, let's see. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. I'm this person here. So the bot is already told to do the combo, the tech, the trap. See, I tried to do while stunning 3, it didn't work, so. And while stunning 3 is an 11 frame move. There we go. And I get beat up again. So, but yes, you can tech roll out of the trap early if you can catch it quick enough, because the thing about forward 3 down 3 is a lot of times it can be deceptive. Like it looks like you're about to hit the full combo, and when you delay the down 3, it doesn't even look like a delay in a weird way. Like it does, you can see it, but it's also like hard to react to quick enough to tech roll. Like nobody ever tech rolls it. It's weird, but it's mostly because people probably don't see that type of trap or that type of route being used. So let's see, let me put myself back into the norm. So I just showed you 3 different ways, which was the start, mid, and end. You can apply this type of trap at the beginning of the combo, or you can apply it in the middle using my little trap, right? Or you can do it at the very end after the tailspin, and you can bait out these 2 responses from people. So now I'm going to go over the situations where they get up doing mid or low get up wake up kicks, okay? Because these are the type of options that will beat out this type of tech or the toe kicks, but I'm not even going to go over toe kicks because it is what it is. Like those will beat it out, but like I said, the whole whiffing thing, like whiffing during the combo, that's what's going to get these people to react, and you're mostly going to see spring kicks and tech rolls, but just for fucks, we're just going to do these two different options, the mid and low wake up kicks, to sort of just get that out of the way so people know what to do in this situation. Okay, so right now we're going to be going over the mid wake up option if people decided to do this during the trap. So if you know that they're going to do, and this is where it gets a little tricky because like I said, nobody really does this, but if people were to do the mid or the low options, this is where it will get a little tricky. It might kind of push you away from doing it to this type of player. But there are routes, there are different options you could go to. So let's see. That was a punish. And remember, this is gonna work on every single start, mid, or end when you apply this type of trap. As I just showed you a while ago, there's the start trap, the mid trap, or the ender trap. There's different points where you can do this type of thing. I would say the starting one, doing it at the beginning, is one of the easiest ones to go into for the trap, or the after the tailspin, which is at the end. But the one in the middle where you actually have to do the refloat going into it, that's where it's not hard, it's just that's where people can actually like tech roll out of it, but like I said, that never happens. So anyways, we'll look at it over here at the end now. Same results. And now we're going to look at it in the trap itself. Same result. So now we're going to look at the 4-4-3-4-3 back. Same result. And you're going to be canceling into the right direction, okay? You're not going to do it upwards, because if you do it upwards, then the wake up options will catch you, and that's what you don't want to do. Same for spring kicks. Going downwards, you see me going downwards a lot because that's the most evasive direction for these options. So now we're going to look at the low. Now the low wake up option has a lot more tracking, so when you're canceling downwards, it's a lot of times it's going to catch you if they do it quick enough, but there are instances where you can evade it and get a launch, but I'll show you. See, it evaded it, but sometimes it will catch you, so you got to be very careful. And I'll show you the one at the end. See, it caught me. So the cool thing about this cancel, right, is not only does it have evasion, but you can also cancel going into like this. But you have to be really quick, and you have to hold down forward if you're trying to get the parry. So let's see if I can do it. Got it. And there you go. It'll take some practice to do this. I've done it in a real match before, a few matches, and it works fine. It's just you really have to have that hard read on these people when they do the wake up lower mids. Now we're going to look at if they were to tech roll out of the forward 3, delay down 3, okay? So this is pretty simple, very basic. Yes, you are losing damage in the situation that they do tech roll out of it, but like I said, this is something that doesn't really happen ever, so I wouldn't like worry about it. Let's see. Basically, all you're gonna do is you're just gonna stand up and hold back, because because you're not at any sort of disadvantage. So all you would do is this. They would tech roll. You just get up. I mean, I also found that if you're in this position and they tech roll, you can do down 4 to sort of like poke them, down 4-1, whatever. But that's up to you. And this is just the option in the case they check roll, like I said, because you don't want to like keep doing like something and then they punish you for it. But remember earlier when I said to you about spring kickers, I had another option that was guaranteed, and it's the forward 3 that goes straight into CJM down 3. It's not delayed or anything, so it's guaranteed. But like I said, it'll push them away like that. And at that point, they're pretty far. So this is one way to bait a spring kicker. If you, like I said, if you know they're gonna spring kick, you can do this. I mean, you could basically do it at any point. I've showed you 3 of these. But the cool thing about this one right here is the fact that it's different from the other ones where, well, the ender one, where like if you do the delay thing, right? If you do this, like, and then you avoid, like on this one you have to dash up a little bit and then do down 4 3 3 3. But on this one, it keeps you so close that they're like right there with you. So you don't even have to dash up, you just gotta do the down 4 3 3 3 1. And it's pretty much easy mode at that point. But again, this is baiting out spring kicks, and you would just do forward 3, go into the 3, and then down 4-1 cancel, sidewalk right, and catch them from behind. And that's pretty much it on that one. There was a lot to cover, I know, but it's just to sort of guide you, I guess, if you are trying to look at this type of trap that I made. I don't think a lot of people understood it when I was doing it, or the options that you have, but here they are, and I hope that you understand. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments and I'll try my best to help out. But another thing that I wanted to show you guys was okay, this typically works against the lay players, because you know how lay players, they love to, like, whenever you get them on the floor on their backs, they like to go into the stance sometimes and like be really stupid. And then there's some people who just don't want to get up. So if you ever come across a person who doesn't want to get up, and this is not for Fakuram or Marduk, because as you already know, these motherfuckers, when you do 4-4-3 4-3 back on them now, it's like a full combo, so it hits them differently. But anybody else, basically, you just want to like dash, like you're doing this, like after CJM 4-4-3 or CJM down 3-3, you're gonna crouch dash down for 1, forward 2, forward 3 2 for the full combo. Okay, this is something that I like to do on people who don't like to tech roll or do anything really. They just want to lay there. And like I said, lay specifically is one of those characters that will try to go into a stance. So and if it doesn't work, you can just go into this after, you know, if they do tech roll. But you have to have a quick reaction in order for that to happen. But I just wanted to let you guys know that this is something that works. You can actually like crouch dash and get like a little combo. You could do the QCF1 filler if you want, but I wouldn't risk that because I mean you're already doing like an off-axis type of combo, so it's like, who knows. But I have done it before, QCF1 filler, but sometimes you just want to keep it simple and get that damage where you can, you know? But anyway, thank you for watching.